47% of all sports cars in the U.S. are purchased by men between the ages of 45 and 60. And 65% of those men will end up divorcing their spouses. Actually, I just made that up. But it's those kinds of stereotypes that have totally tainted our whole perspective on midlife.
Midlife crisis can be defined as a period in the middle years of life where feelings of doubt and anxiety increase in individuals who are uncomfortable with the passing of youth, or in those who have gone through psychologically taxing life experiences like death, job loss, divorce, etc. The term midlife crisis came about in 1965, coined by Canadian psychologist Elliot Jacques. But the observation of midlife turmoil is centuries old. 700 years ago, Dante wrote of it in the Divine Comedy, saying, "Midway upon the journey of our life, I found myself within a forest dark, for the straightforward pathway had been lost." The concept of midlife crisis went viral in the 70s and 80s with the publishing of Gail Sheehy's Passages, Predictable Crises of Adult Life. Symptoms or characteristics of a midlife crisis include anxiety and doubt about aging, feelings of regret or failure, increased depression, boredom, exhaustion, or frantic energy, and compulsory behavior often typified by the overuse of drugs, alcohol, illicit relationships, and unusual spending. Other symptoms can include an obsession with appearance, frustrating weight gain, relational turmoil, worry about the future, and unfulfilled career aspirations.
So maybe the most important question here might be, is a midlife crisis inevitable?
David Almeida, professor of human development and family studies at the University of Pennsylvania, suggests that the idea of a midlife crisis is not wholly supported by social science. Almeida's research found that only 26% of adults over 40 reported a true crisis. Interestingly, he found that older adults were actually much happier and more satisfied with life than their younger counterparts.
Almeida says that feelings of depression, confusion, and anxiety are most likely brought on by stressful life events and not age.
Similar results were found in another study performed by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation. Almost all 750 subjects knew the term midlife crisis, but only 23% reported that they had actually had one. After analyzing those responses, they discovered that only 8% were fed by an awareness of aging, and the remaining 15% were attributed to a serious life event, such as the loss of a job or a divorce. So, according to science, some people do experience a midlife crisis, but for most people, the middle years are really more of a transition.
So the vast majority of us won't ever experience the stereotypical crisis. But if you or someone you know is in crisis mode, then come back next week, because we're going to have some ammo for you.